Good morning, everyone. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com with your morning market outlook for Thursday, March 5th, 2026. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures are currently below fair value. Now, yesterday they were below fair value at this time as well, and then we got some economic numbers that came out, and we got a pop in Bitcoin, both helping the markets turn around and head higher yesterday. It was a fairly positive day for the market. We had lots of items close above the previous day's high, which is the first sign that something may be happening. Now, today we've got commodities trading higher. We've got crude oil and gold both moving up. That could help the Canadian market. Now, the VIX pulled back yesterday for the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and the Russell 2000. Still has not broken down just yet, and if it starts to do that, we'll look at where it is compared to the major moving averages. Now, what worked yesterday? Well, anything crypto-related was up. There's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, both trading higher yesterday. I've been looking at stock Bitfarms, and unfortunately, Bitfarms rolled over on Wednesday and on Tuesday, and came back on Wednesday and is back on a buy signal as of Wednesday's close. Now, there's the pros taking control, so that is positive for this particular stock. We closed at, or the high yesterday was 312.50. Our price target is 313. If we can get out above last week's high, then 391 certainly comes into play. Now, the major crypto-related stocks did get out ahead of Bitcoin itself. So there's a Coinbase popping yesterday. We had Mara move up on Wednesday, and there's a pop for MicroStrategy up over 10% on the day. Now, taking a look at some of the major index ETFs that we like to follow, there's the Vanguard Total Market ETF. It closed above the previous day's high. That is usually the first sign that something new is happening. We did not get enough to give us a buy signal on Wednesday. Then there's the S&P 500 looking pretty similar. The NASDAQ 100 did close above the upper channel line, so it's technically back on a buy signal. You may want to wait a day and see how the market performs on Thursday to see if it gets any fall through to the upside. We're getting back up towards our major area of resistance there at 617.19. That it could certainly be an obstacle to get up and over. Now, looking at the Canadian market, the iShares for the TSX 60 still on a buy signal here, trading up to the upper channel line after bouncing off that moving average. And then we've got the Vanguard Canada ETF also moving up to the upper channel line, still on a buy signal. Looking at the gold stocks, they were unchanged on Wednesday, so nothing going on there, whether it's buying or selling on Wednesday. Then looking at the equal-weighted S&P 500, it is still outperforming the S&P 500. At the same time, the equal-weighted NASDAQ 100 ETF continues to underperform the NASDAQ 100 itself. We've been on a buy signal here for over a week. We did trade below the lower channel line, but did not close below it. And we didn't put in a lower low this week. So this could be bullish for this particular ETF. Next up, let's take a look at the TSX Most Actives from Wednesday's trading action. Starting off with Canadian Natural Resources, down 12 cents on the day, no change there. Then we had Suncor up 10 cents on the day, no change. We had Manulife close above the previous day's high. That could be bullish. We're trying to hold 46.88. Then looking at Barrick had an inside day on Wednesday. Inside day for Enbridge. Then TELUS is back on a buy signal as of Wednesday's close. We saw resistance at the 1953 level in early February. I'm sure the market was looking for a move up to fill this open gap. The price target caught us first. If we can break out above 1953, then that open gap and possibly 2031 comes into play. There's another inside day for Baytex. B2 Gold had an inside day. Almost an inside day for Cenovus. Ended the day up 52 cents. Similar chart pattern for Whitecap, ending the day up just 6 cents on the day. Then we had Bitfarms. We talked about this earlier, back on a buy signal as of Wednesday's close. Capstone had an inside day on Wednesday. We had Brookfield trade up to the lower channel line and then closed lower on the day, just down 12 cents on the day. Inside day for Canadian National Railway, CNR. and we closed down just 77 cents on the day. And then another inside day for TC Energy, down $1.05 on the day, still closing above the upper channel line. Next up, let's take a look at the U.S. most actives from Wednesday's trading action. Starting off with NVIDIA, we traded up into the channel yesterday. The open gap got filled. We're holding 175 here. So this is could be a bullish chart pattern. The fact that we made a higher low and recently made a higher high. So we'll have to see if that amounts to anything going forward. Then looking at Plug Power, second day of a buy signal. Looks like we want to head up and retest the January high. Inside day for Ondas on Wednesday, no change there. Intel traded up to the upper channel line, did not close above it. Looking for a close above $46.17 on Thursday to give us a buy signal there. Inside day for Ford, nothing going on. NU Holdings, nothing going on there. Then Nokia, we closed up on the day just 8 cents, so no change there. Then Tesla traded into the channel on Wednesday, looking for a close above $411.30 on Thursday to give us a buy signal. Nothing going on with American Airlines. And then we haven't looked at this stock before. This is Bitmine, and it's a Cathie Woods pick. It's very broken. You can see all the elongated pressure zones across the bottom of the screen, telling you that every time there was a dip, they had a chance to buy it and change the trend of this particular stock, and every one of them has failed after a short period of time. So not expecting this one to go very far when it does start to go, but here we are. We're coming into Thursday's trading action on a buy signal. Mara, we talked about earlier. SoFi traded up to the upper channel line. We're looking for a close on Thursday above 1923. We closed at 1870 yesterday. And no change for Palantir, still on a buy signal as of Wednesday's close. And then Amazon moved up yesterday into the open gap. We're looking to see if we can break out above 218.75, and then you can see there's another open gap above that. So if we went up and filled the gaps and we moved 2 lines up, that would take us up to $234.38. Now, I'm doing this presentation ahead of the employment numbers coming out at 8:30. We do have stock index futures continuing to move lower than from when I started the presentation. So far, it looks like the market is going into Thursday's trading action with a bearish bias to it. And we'll just have to see how that works out. Enjoy the rest of your day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Friday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.